everyone, and welcome to Greyhammer. I've got my friend Todd here.
What's up?
And my friend Ryan here. And we're going to be doing a kind of battle report we're going to be calling We Have Path to Glory at Home. So we're going to have some very small armies at the start. We're going to have a bit of a story. This match is just going to be death match, and that's about it. And then we'll kind of build our armies in the future. So this is a 300-point game, and we'll get to the list in just a little bit. Alright, so here's my army here. Just got 2 units, 1 regiment. I've got my Skink Star Priest, and he has the lore, the one that gives him healing. And he's got the Incandescent Retris's artifact, allowing him to heal D3 in each hero phase, and the Being of the Stars, allowing him to ignore Rend. We'll eventually pass that off to another hero as we grow, but for now we're just kind of getting that in. He'll be my kind of wizard support character. Then I've got an Engine of the Gods here. He's going to be doing pretty good healing himself, and can maybe make himself strike first as well. And just doing our melee damage, at least for this bit, before we can get some more heavy hitting units. And he's pretty cheap. We are doing Thunderquake Starhost, so he's going to have 16 wounds instead of 14. And we'll pick our Asterism in the deployment phase.
Alright, and for the Khorne Warband, we're going to be working with 10 Blood Warriors to start. Unfortunately, not everybody is painted up, but that is a work in progress. We've got some old models and then some ones that I've gotten more recently. And for my hero, we are not using a Bloodstoker. This is a proxy situation. We're going to go with the Aspiring Deathbringer. And we're going to have Tubbs fill in for him here. Now, the battle formation is going to be the Khornate Legion. Currently, that's not going to come into play because they don't have any demons, but because this is a build-up, an army build-up, we will be able to work that out later. And for the Aspiring Deathbringer, heroic trait is going to be Firebrand. And my artifact is going to be Argath, the King of Blades. Pretty straightforward concept, as ever for Khorne, but this one even more so. It is just run in there and see if we can kill everything in our way.
Okay, and here we have the Ogres for our last warband. Pretty simple. We have a Butcher leading it. So my formation is Prophets of the Gulpin God, which gives him +1 to his casting rolls. His heroic trait is Touched by the Everwinter, which actually makes him a priest, so he'll have access to both the spell lore and the prayer lore. The unit I'll be taking, and also his artifact is Elixir of the Frostworm, which is a once per battle. I pick a unit that he's in combat with, roll dice that inflicts a certain amount of mortals, and then for every mortal I inflict, he heals a wound from it. And the only unit with him are a unit of Leadbelchers, just 4 of them. So there we go.
From the great gates of Hammerhall Ghyran spilled forth countless Dawnbringer crusades, fanatical processions of mortal worshippers of Sigmar, eager to establish new footholds for their God King's empire. One such crusade delved deep into Ghyran's jungles and established the formidable city of Felwood, named in honor of those who had perished in the battle against the Nighthaunt that had once roamed the forest. Felwood, positioned at a crucial junction between several realm gates, soon grew in size until it threatened to overtake the very jungle it was built within. That is, until all correspondence with the city-state trickled to nothingness. No couriers, no traders, not even passing patrols of Free Guild mercenaries were seen coming from Felwood's direction. With so much at stake, as access to Felwood's realm gates could threaten Sigmar's hold in Ghyran lest they fall to his enemies, Ghyran sent relief to the city. Not the help they would have preferred, as with limited manpower of their own, the city's rulers were forced to dip into their coffers and pay a significant amount of gold to the roving ogre warband known as the Golden Gut. Led by the tyrant Orda the Obscene, the ogres were all too eager to accept the contract and made their way to Felwood, unaware of the enemies they were yet to encounter. Little did they know, Felwood had fallen under the control of Seraphon from the city temple of Schwanhupek. Traveling from their home realm of Olgu in an attempt to find suitable sacrifices, the inhabitants of Felwood became their unfortunate target. Not even the military might of the free city was enough to stand against the magical, mighty, and wild ferociousness of the Seraphon. Yet while Felwood bled, this very act of aggression brought Shalenhopek into conflict with a wholly new foe. Rushing out of the ashy realm gate like wild dogs sensing a fresh kill, the Khorne warband known as the Slate Skull made their way to Felwood. Spurred on by their slaughter priest visions of a mountain of skulls, possibly the sacrifices of the lizardmen, Khornate's legions marched into the jungles. Seraphon, Ogre, and Khornate worshippers, each monstrous in their own way, the three factions are on a collision course to calamity. So our deployment kind of comes with a little bit of lore. There was a Cities of Sigmar here, indicated somewhat by these ruins. But Seraphon kind of took over and started sacrificing people for their rituals. They sent out a distress call, but a little too late, and they paid some ogre mercenaries to come in and save them. And then, because there was a bunch of blood, Khorne showed up. So this is kind of our first game with 300 points, and then we're going to improve our armies each time. For this one, the winner of one of these two factions, if they win, they're going to get to use their terrain feature next one, because we are already settled in. Basically, if they win, they're going to be able to claim a chunk of land and be able to bring in their terrain feature. If I win, I get the garrison keyword on mine, as we basically get to entrench and build out our temple city a little bit more. It's just kill or be killed, and so we're going to roll off now to see who can pick to go first. I got a 1.
2, 3. Wow.
Who do you want going first, Todd?
I'm gonna let Ryan go first.
And
I was afraid.
all right, who's going second?
Cool.
We'll say you get to pick the order. We're making up rules as we go, guys.
Yeah, I'll let you go second.
Okay.
I'll go last.
All right. Well, we'll get right into Khorne turn 1.
Hero phase, not much to do right now. We all started with 4 command points, but there's really no reason to use them at the moment. So I will just be gaining some prayer points. Roll a 3. We'll stock that on the firebrand and move on to movement. Movement phase, just as simple as the hero phase. We just ran. Unfortunately, got a 2 on the run roll for the Blood Warriors, so we're just tracking them up and around, trying to use the terrain as cover, but also not get too close because of Seraphon shenaniganery. So the Aspiring Deathbringer got a 6 on his run roll, so he's now starting to take the lead. And I don't like saying playing the long game is Khorne, but that's what we're going to have to do.
Also, the asterism I picked is Quetzal the Preserver, so I will be negating 1 level of rend in my territory. Just wanted to make that point. So we'll go into Seraphon turn 1, right around the corner. Not too much exciting happened. I kind of stood everyone still. They're within shooting range if these guys move, but I'm not too concerned because they'll be not as good because they've moved, and I'll be ignoring their rend. I just moved this guy back. Nobody was in range of any of my spells. All my spells don't really help here, so unless they were within 18, I can't use this because everyone's away from terrain. So I just moved everyone back. No shooting because it's Ninja of the Gods. And so the one thing is I will harness and get a cosmic power point onto this guy. So that will make his roll a little bit more reliable when I am able to use it. So we'll see about that next time. All right, go.
All right, so we are in Ogre's turn 1. So hero phase, because of his heroic trait I gave him, he's technically a priest as well, and I'm going to stock up on some prayer points. So let's roll. Of course.
And he loses those prayer points. So it doesn't really matter. We'll get at the end of movement phase and show you where they end up.
Okay, movement pretty simple. Just kind of shuffle them closer to the Seraphon because that thing having 16 wounds terrifies me. So we're going to go into shooting. So first off, they get D3 shots each on all the 4.
I am declaring all-out defense, so I'm going to go down to 3 command points.
Oh, gosh. So we got, that's not great. So 1, 2, 4, so 7 shots going into your Engine of the Gods.
Yep.
So these are hitting on, because I moved. Okay, so that one I would get addition. So hitting on 4s. Not great. 3 hit. And wounding on 2s. Right. No, wounding on 3s. My goodness, already cheating. 2 at 1 rend.
So I ignore the -1 rend, so my 4 up goes to a 3 up because of all-out defense.
Are you kidding me?
And so I take 9.
Ooh.
That's going to be shooting phase. I don't think you're in range to charge.
I will not. Yeah, I will not be charging.
So I guess we are going to roll off to see who gets the next to determine the next order.
I need this.
Well, it was a 2.
It was a
We
2.
knocked it into a 1. I rolled a 1.
Did you roll a 1?
He rolled a 1.
No.
I'm going to pick the order, and it's actually going to be me this time. So
But of course.
here we go. We'll be into Seraphon, turn 2. And we're not going to 5 battle rounds because we're just killing whoever gets last man standing. Alright, so we're going to do some spells first. This guy. Well, first of all, he's going to put Serpent Staff on himself because he can't do it on him because melee weapons don't affect companion attacks. So he'll get auto wound crits on his weapons, which he's definitely going to be using. But the next spell he's going to do is cast the Earth Trembles, which clips this unit and this unit. So I'll have to cast it on an 8 first. I don't get it. So it was a risky play because could have hurt myself there. But I'm going to harness his Cosmic Engine, and that's going to be the movement there. And we're going to get straight into... that's the hero phase. We'll get straight into movement. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shoot. We moved him up. I forgot to use his ability to zap them with the terrain, but I forgot, so we're not going to go back. He's going to shoot his javelins, 6 attacks, 4s to hit. That is a good roll.
Oh my gosh.
4s to wound.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
3 with no rend.
Looking at 5 ups.
Oh, so 3 damage onto the...
I'll do it on this one.
So 1 is down to 1 wound left.
Good night.
And we're just going to go ahead and roll that charge.
Now, can I just try to shoot you as you're charging, or is it after you're...
We'll double check that rule, because I don't know if it's at the start or the end.
Alright, I am spending a command point to do covering fire, so they're going to shoot at him.
I'm spending a command point to do all-out defense.
Yes, because they did not move, they get +1 to hit.
But they get -1 to hit because of covering fire, so it's just normal.
Okay, so it's still 4s. Oh, this is for the
Number of
amount of shots.
Ooh.
That's a lot better.
Yikes.
Wow.
That is 3, 6, 9, 11. So let me just grab the dice for that.
That's a little bit scarier. It would have been nice if I had killed off one of those models in the...
So hitting on 4s. Oh, not so good. That one's cocked. So that's 5.
Okay. Then 3s to wound.
Oh, it even applies to the wounding, the -1?
It was 3s last time, right?
No, it's 2. Oh, no, it is 3s. I keep forgetting. 3s. I keep thinking of their melee profile. So that's 3 at no rend still?
Yeah, because I'm still in my deployment zone. So 3 up saves because I used all-out
Oh,
defense.
some wounds. Okay.
So 1 wound put on there.
So he's down to a minuscule 15 wounds. Fantastic.
And we're going to go straight into the charge phase. I'll just roll it right here.
He's gonna fail.
Got an 11, so we're just going to move him
I think that makes it.
to right here.
Cowards.
Well, I also want him to be just out of the line of this guy spells. And we're going to go right into combat phase. So
I'll be declaring all out attack or all defense.
I'm gonna do all-out attack. I want to kill as many of those as possible.
My 1 unit. I might be out of this game in the next 2 minutes.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I mean, you only got 2 units, so it is what it is.
Alright, so we've got 6 attacks with their horns and jaws. Hitting on 3s because of all-out attack. Winning on 2s. Rend 1. 2 damage, but it's 3 because he charged.
Oh my.
So he does get some bonuses on charge.
What is this? Oh my goodness.
So what's the
I mean,
worse than average?
Yeah.
And then 2s on this roll.
Give me 1.
Nice.
2 at rend 1, so they go to a 6 up
Six up.
save and 3 damage apiece.
Jeez.
He all out defense though, right?
Yes.
Okay, that did not. That did not.
Did not matter.
So that's 6 damage.
6 damage.
So he dies, and this guy's down to 1. No, wait, 6 damage.
Yeah, so it should kill
2, yeah. Good night. So he's down to 3.
Yep.
Well, we get all the unpainted models out, so.
Now they get to attack.
Oh yeah. Do I pile in?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna scoot, kind of like this.
Makes sense.
And then their melee profile is.
Not good, I'd expect.
I don't know what else to do. They get 2 attacks. And I also do all out attack.
You can't do this command ability on the same unit in the same turn.
BS.
Sorry.
Hitting on 4s. Hitting on 2s. This is what I was thinking of. So 2 at no rend, I believe.
So his 4 up save,
2 damage.
save them both. And that's going to be Seraphon turn 2. And we're going to go straight into Blades of Khorne.
Alright,
Turn
can't
two.
wait to see what they do.
Okay, so hero phase, we once again were just stocking up on prayer points. Got up to 8 on that. Movement phase, we went at the double with the Blood Warriors. I completely forgot I could walk through the terrain without it hurting me. So I had to swing the column around, and I am very eager to get into this fight, but it may be over by the time I get there, unfortunately. The Aspiring Deathbringer rolled low on his run, and he is now at the back of the pack. And I was trying to get in range for a Blood Boil next turn, and there was a redeploy on this hero over here,
So he moved 1 inch.
which was just enough to take him out of range. So unfortunately, it looks like I may not be getting into combat again next round. But hopefully that changes based on some movements here. But for Khorne, that is my entire turn. And I think on to Ogres next.
Yep, we'll get straight into that.
Okay, so hero phase, we actually got some stuff to do. I'm going to cast Greasy Deluge on your Engine of the Gods. It is on a 6.
I will attempt to unbind.
Oh my gosh, I got a +1 to this because of my formation. So I got that on a 8.
So I need to roll higher than this. Ah, nope.
Alright, so you have -1 to your hit rolls.
Okay, gosh.
Until the start of my next turn. So that could potentially be a long time. So
Anything else in your hero phase?
no, but I'm gonna go straight to shooting, and
Do you want to rally? Use that command to maybe
Yeah.
bring back some guys?
Yes, I
So
am.
you go down to 1 command point, and I believe it's
One
6 dice and every 4 up.
is a 1.
Yes. You would.
Yeah, a lot
my
of
bad.
4s.
I'll move this here. Yeah, because I think you do have to bring back.
I got 3. Well,
So I think you just
I just
return the
healed this
wound.
guy. That's
Yeah.
fine. Hey, it's a wound's a wound.
So shooting phase. Is there anything you can do?
I can do. I'm going to pop his artifact. Elixir of the Frostworm. It's once per game. Now, it does heal him, but I really do need to start inflicting wounds on you. So I'm going to roll a dice, and you will take that much more mortal wounds on this guy.
Okay. It's a D3 or a D6.
It just says roll a dice.
Okay.
So, D6.
2. All right. So
It
he's
is
taken
what it
3.
is. Hoping for a 6 there. I guess
Alright.
we'll move right into combat. Oh, actually, I'm going to charge him in.
All right. Did you want to move him at all?
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll move him to here.
Okay.
Charging. A 6.
Yep, that
We
gets
made
him
it.
in.
And I think that will. Let me see if the ogres still have their charging rule. Yeah, trampling charge. I roll a d3, 2 up, inflict the amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll.
All right.
Are you winning some? It's a 2 up, so is that?
No, you need a 3 for the 2 up, remember? It's a D3, right?
Yes, it's a d3.
Yeah, so that does not get off.
Wow.
The 2 up is actually a 3 up because of Warhammer.
These rules.
So I'll give you some time to think over who you want to go attack with first. So we're just going to Crest of Horns this guy because he did charge. So we roll a D3 on a 2 up. Yeah, so we do D3 mortal damage to him,
Good night.
which I rolled a 4, right?
Correct.
So you take 2 mortal damage, and then his attacks against me, I have a +1 to save again on it.
Okay. I'll do all
What's his rend?
his rend on this,
Yeah.
I believe, is a 2. Let me check.
Because it might be worth doing.
No, it's just a 1.
So I would have a 3 up save, and they have no rend. I think I'm not going to use all out defense.
So I will be doing all out attack on the Butcher, my last command point. So 3 attacks hitting on 3s. All hit. That's huge, guys. That's huge. And wounding on 2s.
Yikes.
Get ready for 3 1s. All hit. That's
Just
-1, 3 damage each.
So the -1, I had a 3 up, brings me back to a 4 up. So so 3 damage.
Yes.
So taking 6.
Not enough for that bracket.
They might be able to push him over, but yeah, not where I would see the
Unless
benefits.
they
of
die.
it.
He's going to attack next. Going to do all out attack.
Got no command points.
And going to do his 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s normally goes to 5 because of your spell, goes back to 4s.
Who are you putting him on?
All of them.
On the lead vultures? No!
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
weapons.
So that was a pretty good above average roll. 2s to wound.
Maybe testing some 1s.
So 3 at -1, 2 damage apiece now because he did not
Sixes.
charge. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
So one of them's down to 2.
And that rally actually saved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Well,
moly.
they had 3 wins on them, so he would.
He
Oh,
would
okay.
still been 1, but yeah. Wow, that was
Hope for
okay,
luck.
let's go with
So
the
4 attacks, right?
yeah, 2 each. Hitting on 4s.
Right.
Wounding on 2s. Cocked.
All right.
No
and,
rend.
4 up save.
2 damage.
Nice.
All right.
2 more. Is he bracketed?
Nope.
Where'd you
But he's half health.
He is half health.
You're welcome, Ryan. He's gonna be.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Softening
We'll
him up. for
go to the roll off for who gets to determine order next.
Wait, I need this.
I would like this as well.
me. Hey, there we go.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
No.
Haha.
Ryan,
Who's go? What's the order?
Ryan, think logically about this. Ryan, think logically.
I'm gonna go, and then ogres, and then Seraphon. That's tough.
The alliance holds.
Oh shoot! I forgot of a special command. But we'll get into Khorne. We're probably just gonna
Turn 3.
Turn 3.
we'll see what they can do. So during his hero phase, he gains some ritual points and kind of got to max. But I'm going to rally him. No, I can't because he's in combat. Shoot. Oh shoot!
Oh, so you wouldn't have rallied.
So you would be at 1 on him, right?
Oh, that's fine. As long as I didn't take him out.
Right.
Yes. Because I
He was
have
down
that
to
3, and you only did
2 or 3.
2. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that, but game
Okay.
state is corrected.
Yes.
We will get right into it. Which you're done moving, right?
Yes. So for Khorne, like he said, I got some more prayer points and basically maxed out at 10. Nothing I have exceeds that, even with their bonus.
Do you want to pan over to where they are?
And moved up normally, hoping for a long charge. The aspiring Deathbringer. Nope, that's not the name. Anyway, the hero ran up a few, so he's starting to catch up, maybe getting in line for some prayers next hero phase. but the Blood Warriors are about to attempt a long charge unless there's a redeploy.
And there is going to be a redeploy because I want to get as far away from that mess as possible.
2.
Getting a 2-inch move.
You can still attempt it, right?
I mean, I think he's going to
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
move right to there.
Okay. So, Khorne, long charge.
And let me move this into frame.
I've got the command points to reroll if need be. That's an 8.
That's going to be close.
Close.
Let's see what we've got here.
My survival hinges on this.
So 8.5 puts me right there. So looks like I might need a 10.
Are you re-rolling?
I am re-rolling, spending my command point on that because goodness knows I'm not spending it on anything else. Worse, 5. Okay, so Khorne is still out of the fight. That would be end of my turn and moving on to the ogres. Let's go.
Okay, we are in Ogre's turn 3. I'm going to attempt to cast Blood Feast. The Butcher's going to attempt to cast Blood Feast on himself, which would add +1 with attack characteristic. Normally a 7, but because of my formation, it'll be a 6. Just got it.
So you cast it with a 7. I'm going to try and unbind it. You need to show an 8.
Got it.
My casting rolls have been doo-doo.
+1 to his attacks. No movement, no shooting, so we're just going to skip right into combat. I'm just going to pile in further around this way.
You would first do that one, and then we would pile this.
I'm going to all-out attack.
And I'm all out
Butcher.
defensing.
Okay, so he will have. Let me look it up. He will have. With the Blood Feast buff, he's going to have 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 2s. 2 at -1.
So his 4 up goes to a 3 up, goes back to a 4 up. Make them both. That was
a heartbreaker.
That would have been 6 damage.
It's a heartbreaker.
So 6 attacks going into these.
What? No!
They're attacking next, and you got 1 wound left on him. So,
I know.
Are you all out defensing on them?
I mean, might as well.
All right. So 6 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Well,
Even?
Just average. Wounding on 2s.
please.
So 2 at rend 1, 2 damage apiece.
6 up!
So 4 damage total. Brings one of them down to 1 wound.
Oof.
So we get straight onto the.
Next lead Butcher.
Yep.
Okay. He's just gonna pile in more this way to deny Ryan the satisfaction of finishing him off.
Come on, man.
No command points being spent, so just 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. There you go.
Smooth.
That's about sums up my game.
And that's the end of
Ogres.
Ogre's turn
3.
3.
Yep.
So on to Seraphon turn 3.
So we are in the Seraphon hero phase, but I am going to attempt to cast Blood Feast again with my Butcher. It's a -1, cancels out as +1, so it'll be a straight 7.
Wow.
I get it.
I can't unbind that.
So he'll have +1 to his attack characteristic
Nice.
in the next combat.
All right. And for mine, I'm going to do some measurements because I didn't do that yet.
How about you do some spells on that roving band of lunatics? Mere inches from your.
Unfortunately, I can't get 2 units with it, and I think I can get. So I'm going to cast the Earth Trembles and pick a point like right here to where the line doesn't clip this guy.
I'm gonna kill that red belch. Can I unbind that, or because I cast a spell?
You should be able to unbind it.
Let's see if I'm gonna even be.
Need an 8. He's doing nothing.
The gulping god blesses me.
He's serpent staffing himself,
What?
so his melee weapons will have crit auto
Oh
wound
wow, that's gonna be great.
against him. Yeah.
No.
He should have been shooting in my phases, but whatever.
You've dealt enough
Yeah.
damage as it is.
He's going to he's harnessing the engine, or so I'm actually going to roll the dice, get +2 to this, so I could get strike first for 3 units, I'm gonna heal myself. I believe
makes
it's a
sense.
D3. Yeah, heal D3 friendly units holier than 12. So he's just gonna heal himself D3. Just the one.
So what is he at? He's got 7.
He's
8,
taken 7, so he's got 9 left.
I could one-shot him if I could just get.
We're gonna do shooting. He's got his 6 attacks
Where are you going? Into the lead belcher?
into the lead belcher.
Perfect.
I don't think I'm going to all-out attack on this because I don't really care.
I'm not going to
to
do all the defense on 101 wounded guy.
4s.
Good gracious.
He could whiff.
So the
Lead belcher.
camera
Oh.
didn't work. I did 2 wounds, failed both of his saves, so the lead belcher goes down in the shooting phase.
That is blood tithe point.
He gets to do something!
Ooh.
Combat phase. I think I'm gonna all-out attack.
I will all out defense.
Or do I all-out defense when you swing back?
I have to get to the point where I can swing back, so I'm all out defense.
Yeah, I have to try and just wipe him out. 6 attacks. Is the greasy deluge still going on?
That would have been the start of my last turn, so yes. Wait, no. I cast it last turn?
It's till the end of, or it's till the start of your next hero phase.
Then yes, you still got -1.
Okay, so that counteracts, so back to a 4-up.
We could still be in this, gamers. We're not in it.
Well, I mean, I still need a wound on 2s.
Oh wow, this will be a.
So 2, I mean, I can't kill him.
How much rend?
2 at rend 1.
So rend none, because I did all defense. So back to his 5-ups.
So it takes
Hey.
2 damage.
I'll take it. So he's got 3 wounds left.
I needed to kill him so I could rally.
All right, going to me. I did already spend a point, but he did the blood feast, so he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Here we go.
2.
Two.
So I'm gonna
Wounding on 2s. 2 at
Uh-oh.
rend 1.
Rend 1.
So it's 4-up goes to a 5-up.
3 damage.
So he just got to his bracket.
All right.
Let's go.
So he'll have 4 attacks instead of 6.
Very nice.
And that's the end of Seraphon turn 3. We're going to go and roll off.
I need this. Please. Or Khorne.
I'm getting a 4. Respectable.
3.
I'm
Wow.
gonna
Give
have
Khorne
to take
Lame.
Give Khorne turn.
Lame.
Wait.
I'm gonna take it.
All right.
But
Who's
think
second?
think about me at number 2.
And then
Put me at number 2 and
I'll put you at number 2.
let's go if I have a dude left.
All right. Khorne takes turn 3.
Right. Alright, we're gonna do the earth trembles to do that line again.
Goodness. Just beating
Don't
up.
get it.
Oof.
Serpent staffing himself.
Is there a miscast in this edition?
Yeah. I wish-
He
oh.
takes D3.
That might,
I forgot about that.
that's like how many wounds does it possibly have? 4?
I am going to use incandescent retrocits because in each hero phase he can heal D3. So he heals back to full. So
That's dumb.
That's stupid. He should not be able to do that in the same turn that he miscasts. I can only do 1 spell.
well,
It's not a spell.
so he's serpent staff. He's going to harness his engine to try and heal because I forgot to move him
Right.
and get him in range of his other
You
spell.
casting a spell? Tom?
I'll do, I'm going to do Greasy Deluge on him.
He still has greasy deluge, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
He
guess he
does.
does. Then I will try to do, what, does it cast a command point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I will do Blood Feast.
So he's
7.
magical interventioning.
Just get it.
I'll try and unbind it. Have not been.
Mm.
So that was the best roll I've had so far. So you're +1
To attack.
to attack.
Attack character, yeah. Attack.
So moving, this guy's just gonna zip
Why don't you retreat?
Coward.
this way.
Oh my.
Can I redeploy off that?
I
No,
believe
it's
so.
not. Oh.
All right, we're gonna take a look into that real quick, and I may redeploy.
So some redeploying went here, but this would have happened in the movement phase. We forgot. I did declare I was harnessing his ability. Got distracted with the spell there. So he is rolling on his engine, and he heals 3. right? No, that says that he can get it, and then on a D3, I heal 1.
But it takes him out of his bracket.
Yes.
So Khorne here moved with a redeploy 4 inches with that column, and the Aspiring Deathbringer used Murder Lust, so that's my 1 blood type point gone, but he moved up 3 inches to try and chase down that
Khorne will
snake.
be in the battle in 2 to 4 business days.
Right into shooting, they're gonna pop all their shots into him.
No.
6 attacks.
I'm not gonna. No, it's better to probably save that. I can do all defense here, can I?
You could.
And still do it in the combat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes I am.
All right.
Might as well.
Don't think I'm going to do all out attack.
Good.
4s to hit. It would have helped me with 1, so I don't feel too unjustified.
You should.
Wounding on 4s. 2 at no rend.
So no rend.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-up. Insane.
So he takes 1.
He's got 2 wounds left.
Oh, and we're going straight into the charge phase. He's going to charge.
Him?
Yeah.
Do it.
He heals. He ignores rend. He
No! He could kill him himself.
and he crit auto wounds. So he's charging.
Charge the corn. No!
Charge me, I dare you.
Yeah, no. We're
You
just
should've.
getting him far, far away from them.
Kids.
And we're going straight into combat phase.
I'm doing all out defense.
I'm doing all-out attack on this guy.
I don't know.
And 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s now, but it goes back to 4s because the Greasy Deluge is still going
Love
on.
that spell. Stop. Let me go first and it'll be gone.
No. 4s.
Spell mattered.
Spell mattered.
And 2s to wound.
Be a 1.
3
no.
at -1.
So 5 ups. This is it. Come on, Bobby the Butcher. No!
There he
The
goes.
ogres have been wiped.
And that's...
A blood type point.
There's a blood type went.
Whew.
And now Tommy has a huge challenge ahead of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of work here, but maybe we can pull this out.
So we're skipping Ogre's phase because Ogres have been TKO'd.
Yeah.
And,
And we're in fact saying they don't have a phase because that would be OP for me to do double healing.
Yes.
I would
yes,
agree.
That would, yes.
Correct.
That would be.
correct.
So we'll just go straight to.
Start of your hero phase.
Yep.
Okay, so I did roll for prayers just so that I could activate mine later, even though I was at the max. Roll a 6, so I don't go down on any prayer points. I am going to be putting Unholy Flames on this unit of Blood Warriors, and because I am at 10 or more prayer points, that also means I have an additional +1 to wound, as well as that rend bonus. That's it for me.
I'm going to do Magical Intervention on him. Brings me down to 2 command points. He's going to cast Light of Chotek on this guy. Needing a 6, but I'm -1 to cast, so I need my dice rolls on my spells to go up, please. No. And then I'm using a command on him to rally. Bringing me down to 1, but
Smart.
6 dice. Each 4 up heals me a wound. So 3 wounds healed. I'm taking 6, so I've got 10 wounds left. Okay. And we'll move and come in after the movement.
Okay, movement phase. Slid them up, ready to charge. I used my 1 blood type point on Murder Lust for the Aspiring Deathbringer. Hopefully going to be able to get a charge off on him. It'll be a little bit longer. No redeploys from Seraphon.
Nope.
No redeploys. So I plan on just getting a charge in. We'll start with the Blood Warriors because to me they are more important here. Getting a 6, yes, that will get them in.
Get them in.
And give me just a minute to pile those guys in and we'll go from there. And going for a charge with the Aspiring Deathbringer, that's an 11. He's definitely in.
Don't think he's going to be in range of...
I mean,
He.
you know what?
He could.
I'm actually going to get to him next, so we're not even going to worry about bringing him into it.
I think you got to do it.
No, because I need to attack with him first, and they'll go immediately after, and they won't be able to reach him anyway.
And he's
So-
crit auto wounds, so he's afraid.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
very
terrified.
worried.
He's terrified.
Mortified by the idea of going into combat with him. Okay, so that is those are my charges. I'm ready to jump into the combat phase unless Seraphon has something.
Just at the start of the combat, he's going to turn his frill onto them.
Okay.
So he's going to be +1 to save against them, and then on a 2-up, on a D3. So I get it,
Got it.
and they take 2 mortal damage.
2 mortal damage. Okay, so
Just takes 1 out.
yep, we'll just pull from back here, and on a 5-up, he'll do a mortal wound back.
No!
Oh, I forgot about this roll.
Nope,
Okay, whew.
that was a 1, so nothing from him. And we'll go straight into combat. I'm going to select my Aspiring Deathbringer to fight, and he is going to use his ability to allow the Blood Warriors to immediately pile in and attack afterwards, and that grants both units +1 to wound.
I'm all out defensing.
All out defensing. And I think I will go all out attack on the Blood Warriors in a second. I don't think I'm going to put it on the Aspiring Deathbringer. So, let's see here. 7 attacks.
This is a 7 attacks is crazy for
7
a
attacks
for
is
how
very
many
nice.
points is that hero?
90.
90 for 7 attacks is a pretty insane value when you think about it. Most 90-point heroes probably have like 2.
Now,
at
this
max.
is a 4-up to hit. And
That's pretty good. It's above average.
I'll take it. Normally a 3-up to wound goes to a 2-up. You know what? I was on the Blood Warriors. Let me just make sure that's right. Yes.
For real.
4-up. 3-up goes to a 2-up. Okay. So 3 at -1 rend.
He goes back to his regular save because
Yep.
of all out defense. So 4-up.
This is huge.
2 damage apiece.
Oh,
That brackets him.
I could have used those rolls when I was attacking him.
Yeah, he used up all his armor. Right there.
All right, this could be the end.
Okay. Going to the Blood Warriors. I will actually just do the Gorglaive first.
You don't think he can solo?
No. I think if you kill him late, I will forfeit. Because
That man just leaves.
So Gorglaive, 3 attacks. 4-up normally goes to a 3-up because of all out attack, which I'm not declaring. And that is 3 hits. A 3-up goes to a 2-up because of the bonus to Unholy Flames. And that is 2 at -3.
so it
This
goes
is
to a
huge.
5-up.
This might be the game.
2 damage apiece. Okay, so 2 damage.
He's still kicking. Gosh. How many wounds does he have left?
2?
2 wounds. You got this.
Yeah.
How many guys are attacking here?
A lot.
Quite a few.
I thought that was most of them. Oh, that was the
9.
Gorglaive.
9
Yeah.
of them
Yeah.
are attacking me.
But now 8 with the champion.
Oh, yeah.
3 attacks apiece.
Turns out when you hold back your army for the entire battle report and come in, they do pretty well.
I needed one more. I needed that light of Chotec to go off, and this could go differently.
So this is half of the attacks. I don't have quite enough dice to do it on one go. So this is hitting on 4s normally, 3s now because of all out attack.
See,
I see 1, 3. Yeah.
1s and 2s.
Yep.
You got this.
And wounding on 3s normally, 2s because of Unholy Flames.
Lord Croak, protect me.
Taking out the 1. And that is 4, 6, 7 at -2, which is neutral for you.
Yeah, so 4-up save. Yeah, he's down. That's game.
That's game.
We'll do a report on what's kind of happening next in just a little bit. With Foelwood fully under their control, the Seraphon began erecting their Realm Shaper engines, incredible structures by which they could terraform the land. Overseeing one such construction was a star priest, Tinashua. He was accompanied by a particularly ancient stegodon, venerated so much it was blessed enough to carry an engine of the gods upon its back. As Tinashua watched a legion of skinks toil away at the temple, his heightened senses picked up a rumbling noise growing nearer through the forest. Whoever drew near, they were no Seraphon. A single cry he alerted his followers. As they delved into the temple for safety, Tinashua led his stegodon companion forward to meet this potential threat. And a threat they were, bulldozing trees and bushes with little regard for the plant life around them. A vanguard of the Golden Gut appeared. A company of lead belchers, eager to lay waste with their cannons, were led by the butcher known as Sagan, the Ever-Eater. The lumbering shaman was enamored by Gyran, tempted by each and every new fauna he encountered. To eat, of course. Like Tanashua, Sagan's own senses were alerted. The smell of fresh meat, entirely alien to him, but enticing nonetheless. As the sight of the Seraphon came into view, Sagan's mind went wild at the variety of dishes such a prey would yield. His lead belchers moved in, peppering the Stegodon with all manner of cannon shot and whatever other projectiles they had scavenged from previous foes. Where usually their shots would tear through men and Auric, now they bounced helplessly off the Stegodon's thick hide. Before the ogres could even hope to reload and fire off another round, the Stegodon charged forward. Javelins from its skink crew and its own great horn skewered and slayed the lead belchers, whose cannons became harmless at such close range. As Sagan watched his followers perish, he brandished his meat cleaver and entered the fray. Empowered by his own magic, Sagan's blows may have yet killed the Stegodon. Only the beast's imposing natural defenses and the magical intervention of Tanashua kept the beast alive. Even as its horn ripped through flesh, Sagan stood defiant, driven by the hopes of dining upon Seraphon. With his enemy transfixed, Tanashua slipped about, dealing a death blow to the butcher, felling him with a strike to the unprotected flank. The Stegodon and its crew breathed a sigh of relief, surrounded by dead ogres, and Taneshua was about to make haste to resume the temple's construction. More footfalls suddenly filled his ear holes, but these were not the slow and bumbling cries of oryx, but something wholly more fervent and chaotic. Before Taneshua or his Stegodon could loop back to the temple, a score of blood warriors burst into sight. Weakened by its struggle against Sagan, the Stegodon fought mightily but fell in the face of such unrelenting bloodlust. Led by an inspiring Deathbringer eager to prove his might, Khorne's desire for blood was sated as the beast was butchered. Knowing that the chance to warn his brethren of the threats before them was greater than finishing the temple, Tanashua fled into the jungle. The Khorne warriors, too incensed by their victory, took no note of the skink fleeing out of sight. Already they were beginning to build their horrible skull altar, that most prominent of shrines to the god. The corpses of the skinks and ogres alike were harvested and used to build this corrupting totem. Yet Sagan's skull would not be counted among them, for while his followers' corpses were defiled, a legion of Noblars, who had fallen behind their ogre overlord as he had rushed forward into conflict, employed all their stealth that their diminutive kind could use as they pulled Sagan's barely alive body from being used by the slate skulls before they could notice.
Alright everyone, that was our path to glory. We're going to go to 500 points next round. Khorne victory means that they will be able to bring in their blood shrine. That's
Skull.
skull altar. That one.
Very little blood was spilled by Khorne actually to justify that, but I'll allow
Yeah.
it. I'll allow it.
I'm not proud of that victory. We did actually talk, and what we're going to do now is whoever wins the next round, you have to play from the middle. We're going to say it's sort of a map overview shifting to follow who's winning rounds. So I'll be bringing in that skull altar and setting up camp in the middle.
And for 500 points, what are you adding?
So I am swapping out the aspiring Deathbringer, but we're actually promoting him to a mighty lord of Khorne. He'll keep his heroic trait. He'll keep his Argath blade, and adding a slaughter priest.
And then for my 500 points, I'm bringing in a unit of 3 Ogor. They're going to do pretty good against infantry, and even against infantry heroes. So.
Yeah, that does work.
And I was debating it back and forth, but we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to bring in a unit of 20 Noblars. So we're bringing in some heavy firepower with this upgrade. So I think my result will be a little different next time. That's all I'm saying.
If you did enjoy this battle report, please don't forget to like this video, and if we get to more likes, we might change up the story a little bit. So leave some comments and kind of maybe you can influence the story if we like your idea.
Yes.
Go ahead and subscribe if you want to keep following this series, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.
So yeah. Ogres are the good guys. They're the protagonists, right? We were just
Yeah,
scrolling.
you're here to help.